Shivangi, first of all, a warm welcome to GlitzVisionUSA.
Thank you so much.
Okay, and Shivangi, let me tell you, a lot of fans actually requested for an interview. Unfortunately, even before the lockdown, because you people don't shoot in Mumbai, of course, a physical interview was not possible. So, the Zoom interview. So tell me, Shivangi, first of all, a big congratulations. Your show, your character, the storyline, it's getting a lot of positive reviews. So tell me something, when you first agreed for this show, kahin pe bhi, you have this idea that this show will achieve, his fair amount of success in such short span of time?
Honestly, I was a little, it takes a lot of time for you to think that, yeah, I am doing the show. One. And second, that nothing is going to go wrong. We are humans and we tend to, it pulls us towards this, that maybe this will happen or maybe this can happen. So I used to think a lot that, please God, please, nothing should go wrong. I'll give my 100%. It's possible for you, I'm going to give my 110%. But just other things, just keep in place. So when it happened, I was like, no, is this real? Like everything is in place and everything is going as decided and as per time. So yeah, I was a little scared. But then, you have to deal with it. So, yeah.
Okay. And you had a very unusual journey. I mean, looking through all the stories which I've heard about you, acting was not something which was, was your initial choice, because you did your engineering, you had to convince your parents. So tell me, when was the time when you realized that, okay, now I'm going to, pursue, my career as an actor? So when was that moment when you realized, basically?
I believe it was in my engineering time only, when I was like, no, I'm for sure I am not a person who can do a 9-to-5 job. I am more inclined towards art, and I would love to do that. And the second thought was that this is going to be very risky, like risking your whole career for something like that. I was a little, but I used to have a lot of friends, and whenever we used to sit for chit chats and stuff, we used to talk about it, and I used to be like, maybe I'll have this regret if I don't give even a chance to it. So I had to give it a chance. I said, dekhte hain, risk to risk. Marte ye nahi lagna chahiye ki kaash ye kar liya hota. So yeah, that was my whole thing which kept me going for it.
Right. But what was the most difficult thing? Convincing yourself that although it is not a very easy profession, but you have to go, or was it more, hard to convince your parents? Yeah.
I think to convince yourself is more difficult, because you have to, say okay to all the risks that you're going to take. You're going to give away a lot of time of your career, and you're going to give away maybe if the thought was if I leave engineering and I go, maybe if things don't work out there, I will have to start from scratch over here. So I think convincing myself was much more difficult. Rest, my parents were also difficult, but I think that self-doubt is something that stays with you for a very long time. So convincing parents was also equally difficult, but I'll still say I had to convince myself first.
Right. And now when they see you portraying the character, of Pallavi on screen, and people, all the social media comments about acting, now what is their reaction?
My parents, oh my God, my father is somebody who's like an introvert and who doesn't come to me very often to say that, hey, you've done a great job or anything.
Yeah.
But there is a sudden change in him, and I'm shocked. I'm happy too. But I'm like, how is he really like this? So I got to see that side of my father just because of this show. Right. So yeah, he said that he's very, very proud of me. My mom keeps telling me, pehle he used to be like, I don't know what's going to happen, but nowadays he's like, you know what, this is my daughter, go to the office and go show it to people, and I'm like, oh, I'm so overwhelmed.
Right. Okay. So Shivangi, tell me how, of course you are different from your character, everyone is, but tell me, what are the similarities and what is the biggest challenge is to portray a character like this on screen?
I think the amount of responsibilities that Pallavi has is something I feel I can never imagine to have, like so many people around me who are, yeah. So that's one thing which I feel that is different between me and her. Similarities is we are very simple. She's the same the way I am. If you see, I'm not too much into Instagram also. I try my best. My friends, everybody, will keep posting me that, hey, post this, post that. But I'm like, no, I'm an actor first. I would love to be that. I've decided, and I'm like a pure actor. I don't want to get into anything else. So I try my best still. But yeah, I think simplicity is something that is very similar to me. And there are a lot of scenes which I think being a girl, I can connect to it. Like whenever Pallavi is talking about कि हम औरतों के साथ क्या होता है, so you face those things a lot. So whenever we are doing those scenes, I can sometimes like really connect to it, and I can be like, yeah, I'm going to say this to people. I have to tell this to people that, hey, girls, if you're watching this, you are also Pallavi. I am also Pallavi, and we are going to fight for it. So yeah, this is how I try to find some similarities.
Okay. Talking about, as you just mentioned, your friends say that you need to be more active on Instagram. I think this is the same, request, or we can say a complaint from the fans also, that you're not that much active on Instagram. And also and also the similar lines, they always, say, and even we receive those requests, about posting a picture with Sai Ketan, of course, and I know you also receive a lot of requests. So first question was, how's it working with Sai Ketan? Because I believe I've also watched the show, and I believe apart from the storyline, it's your people on screen chemistry, which is really amazing and very natural, I must say. So tell me, how's it working with him, and what do you guys do to make sure that the chemistry is really natural and not over the top?
Right now, Pallavi is at her place, Raghav is at his place. So we don't really have a lot of like time when we meet and talk. But some or the other way, we are like connected to each other. So whenever we are doing scenes, he's very, very supportive. So whenever there are like suggestions that I need, if I need some cues, or if I need some like, whenever I'm like a little worked up and I'm like, nahi ho raha hai. So he's like, hey, don't worry, it's fine. You're doing great. You're going to do it well. Don't worry, you can take it this way. So that support you really, really need from your co-actors, not just from your co-actors, in fact, your whole team. So that way, my whole team is very, very supportive. Everybody's going to be like, yeah, you can do this, you can do that. Sometimes it's like you get a 10-page, 6-page scene, and you have to be like, really, abhi karna hai, chaliye, take laga hua hai, abhi chaliye humko karna hai. And it becomes, then you get really nervous, and you are like, hey, I don't want to waste your time. Sabko jaldi bhi hoti hai set pe. So sometimes you're like not in the correct mind. But if your co-actors support you well enough, I think that works. And all my co-stars are like really amazing.
Right.
I'd like to share one of our habits, which one of our co-actors have. So my kaka, Ajinkya Joshi, he has this thing. So whenever you perform well, he's going to give you like some chocolate or something. Only if you do a scene which makes him feel like, hey, you did amazing. Right. So I did one scene which you must have seen like yesterday, I think. Yeah, it came out yesterday when the whole Raghav thing happens. He comes to the house and he tells people, and that was the first time he's like, hey, now you deserve it. So these are the little things which my co-actors help me with. Small appreciations. I know the fans are loving it, but sometimes I feel that maybe they're just, being too nice. So I get the actual reviews from my co-actors.
Right. And so on the same question, the line was, the fans question that when is going to be the first time when, you or maybe Sai are going to post a picture together on Instagram, which fans are dying to see because they're tired of seeing the BTS pictures and videos. So you tell me if you have any answer for that.
I think I should discuss this with Sai. I've never thought about it. He is very, very active on Instagram. I need to take some tips from him also. So I'm going to speak to him about this for sure. Since everybody's talking about it, I'm going to for sure post a picture soon.
On this note, Shivangi, thank you so much for the lovely interview. And anything which you want to say to your Mehndi Hai Rachne Waali fans, what would that be?
So thank you so much for watching our show. And I've been getting your messages. I saw that you have loved the previous episode. You guys are tagging me everywhere. I'm so sorry that I am not able to reply to each one of you, but I'm trying my best. This COVID time is like really difficult. We all are like somehow managing to shoot here, outskirts, and plus it's a really hectic schedule. But really, thank you so much. You guys make me feel amazing. Every day when I come home, I read two, three messages, and all of them are like so nice. So please continue showering your love. Just keep watching our show and just keep loving us.
Okay, thank you so much, Shivangi, and may your show achieve more and more success. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you
Thank
so
you
much.
so much.
Bye. Take care.
Bye.
Hi guys, my name is Neil Bhatt and you're watching me on GlitzVisionUSA.